Welcome back to 843 TV. We're here now with Miss Daniella Squicquero. How are you?
I am so good. How are you?
Doing good.
I'm so glad to be back on the show. I love this show.
Well, we're talking because you've got all kinds of things going on.
Yeah.
Your primary position is real estate.
Yes.
But you have a unique situation and position here with the chamber. And as a businesswoman, explain to everybody a little bit, kind of from your perspective, why it's so important to be involved with the chamber.
Well, when I first got to this area, chamber is one of the first things that I did. And that's one of the things that, as a business person in this community, I really want to make sure that people that start businesses or bring their businesses into the area understand is that that is the number one thing that needs to be on your checkbox once you establish a business, or even a little bit before. Because the chamber is the first place that you need to go. They're a conduit of information. They are the base resource for you. They are hitting the ground for you as a business, big or small. And it's there as a resource and as a benefit for you. And I've found that myself as a business person, which is one of the reasons that I think it's so important to talk about this from a non-staff perspective, because I'm a volunteer here and I love it and I'm going to be here forever. And it's just this wonderful thing that people need to be involved in because it is good for your business. And of course you get in what you put out.
Right.
That's the thing. But you get out even when you don't put in, even if you're just a base member and you just do the affiliate, because look, not everybody has time to get involved. Not everybody has time to do the networking.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be involved and be a member, because they're still working for you behind the scenes. You just don't always know what they're doing, but you are getting that benefit.
Well, and like Shelly and I were talking earlier, I think there is some confusion on what the role of the chamber is in a technically a small community, but it's growing very quickly.
Oh yes.
I don't know if we can still say small, but that's the idea. But
Yeah.
you want to touch on that?
Yeah, Daniella, if you could tell us a little bit about some of the things that you have been involved with the chamber, just to give folks an idea of how it all works and some of the vision you have had for the chamber itself.
Absolutely. Well, my mindset is always one of growth and expansion and getting better, and not always being bigger, but being a better version of whatever it is that you want to be. So I think that the chamber is a huge central place for that in this area as far as vision goes for the business community, because look, this area is growing whether anybody likes it or not. The train is rolling, and the chamber can be part of how that's directed and how that goes. But you've got to be involved. So that's just one of the decisions I made, speaking of, why I decided to get in here and what we're doing here. And look, I'm not the only one that can be doing this, and I'm not the only one that does this. I might be the only one that does it how much I do it, but
and we appreciate
anybody,
that.
I love this community. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in the chamber. My husband and I, we haven't even been here that long, and look at all the things I do.
What I was getting ready to say.
And chamber's been a huge part of
Your
that.
hard work has absolutely paid off, and I think you are a great example of what the chamber can do for your business as well as your husband.
Exactly.
Because you both are new to the community. You haven't been here that long, have you?
It's 2.5 years.
2.5 years, yeah. And both
look
of you
at
all
how
are doing very well. But again, like I tell my kids
you
all
use
the
resource.
time,
Yes.
you get back what you put in.
That's right. That's right.
So you're doing
that
good
is my
job.
advice to you.
Good job,
Hey,
Shelly.
I'm happy to have her. I'm happy to have her as an advocate for the chamber, and she's right about, it is what you make of it. But we want folks to understand that they don't have to feel like they have to do all these things physically. And we have a lot of small businesses, and they're all working hard to pay the bills and keep their lights on and generate revenue. And we don't want them to think that we're not a benefit or that it's not important for them to be here with us. And we really need them to know that we are here as a resource, but we're always representing, whether they see it outwardly. We're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Well, and like we talked earlier too, not everybody understands what transfers from this location to the state level with either legislation and all that kind of stuff too. You all are a representative for us as a community.
That's true.
So it kind of comes.
Well, and not to mention, the chamber gains its strength from its members. That's how it works.
Well,
and
that's
the
what
stronger
she was
the chamber,
saying.
exactly, and the stronger the chamber gets, the more they can do for the member businesses. So it's this cyclical sort of thing, but we, as the business people in the community, we're the ones that have to support it.
If you want your voice heard, you
That's
have
right.
to apply yourself.
And I like getting my voice heard. That works for me.
So like when you moved here, what was one of the things that, you started this young professionals group. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So that's something that, Shelly and I have talked about that for a long time, and we formulated that kind of behind the scenes. And Unfortunately, Matthew threw a little bit of a wrench in that progress because it was relatively new. So we're going to be doing a reboot here pretty soon and getting it all ready for 2017. So look out, YP in 2017 is going to be awesome. But the biggest reason for that, the business community in this area is very strong, and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. And I think that there is a disconnect between the people who have been established in business in this area for a long time and the people who are, you know, your age or my age, who are getting here and they just don't know what to do, or they may have even grown up here and they don't see the opportunities that exist. It's not that they're not there. It's just that they don't have a connection. They don't have a line in. Right. So that is the main point of YP. I mean, it's fun to go out and have a cocktail after work and, you know, relax a little bit and talk to your fellow business people, you know, in the Young Professionals group. But at the end of the day, the point is mentorship and keeping an even line between business generations so that nothing is lost in translation.
So Daniella, we've talked a little bit about some of the events that the Chamber puts on and some of the activity that it does for its members. So for our viewers who are maybe existing Chamber members or thinking about it, what's a good resource for them to learn more about these events and some of the activities going on with the Chamber? Yeah,
so this is, I know I seem really excited all the time, but that's just because everything is so exciting. And you know, the fact is, so the Chamber website has been you know, under construction for a little while, and it is absolutely gorgeous now. Nice. So go to BlufftonChamberOfCommerce.org. That is BlufftonChamberOfCommerce.org, and check out the new website. It's got all the same features that it did before with some additional benefits, and the events calendar, to answer your question, is definitely where you need to go, not just for Chamber events. Anything in the area you want to learn about what's going on, that Chamber events calendar is going to be your go-to resource. And you do not have to be a member to get on that calendar. If you have an event that's going on and you're not a Chamber member, send it on over to Megan. She's the events coordinator. She will get it in the calendar, assuming that it's appropriate for the area and the calendar. But you know, and if you're a member yourself, you can go in through Chamber Master, right? And you can put that in yourself, so you don't even have to wait for the Chamber to do that for you. So it's a great resource.
Great stuff, Daniella. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Stick around for another segment of 843 TV.